Shall I start? Hey everyone, thanks for joining us today in this inaugural session of FOSS Hack 2021. Free software, as you know, is an integral part of our vision to build a sustainable future, be it from helping bring education and basic healthcare to the poorest and remotest of villages, to helping people voice out their opinions and build democratic societies that respect human rights. At FOSS United, we have been striving to bring our mission to fruition, nudging more Indians to make their contributions to FOSS, be it through conferences or hackathons like India FOSS and FOSS Hack, by funding projects that are making a grassroots impact, or through boot camps or experience sharing sessions with veteran contributors. Over the next 2 days, we hope to see you make your contribution to the Indian FOSS ecosystem, helping developers develop new features in existing projects or create entirely new projects from scratch. Doing it entirely in the open, from the talk to the code. Today also happens to be Aaron Schwartz Day. I invite Anand to talk a bit more about it. Anand.
Yeah, thanks, Devdutt. Let me share a window. I'm sure many of you would have heard of Aaron Schwartz. Today is a day where people remember Aaron Schwartz. It's called Aaron Schwartz Day, and people run international hackathons to remember him. So I thought it's a good on the opening note. It's good to remember him. So many of you may not have heard about Aaron Schwartz, so I'll kind of give a brief introduction to who is he. Aaron Schwartz he used to call himself hacker and activist. He, as a person, like the kind of stuff he has created is really amazing. He co-authored RSS specifications. I'm sure you have seen RSS feeds. So he has co-authored RSS feeds in year 2000, and he was 16-year-old when he did that. He co-authored Markdown specifications. I'm sure all of you use Markdown when you use GitHub issues or Stack Overflow. All of that are built on Markdown, right? So he co-authored Markdown. In fact, the specification is built on one of his previous work as well. So that's at age 18, and he is a co-founder of Reddit. In fact, he started and that started for Infogamy, and Infogamy and Reddit got merged together in year 2005. Reddit was initially written in Common Lisp, and after Aaron joining it, they rewrote it in Python. And Aaron Schwartz created a framework called web.py for doing that. So web.py, though it's not a very popular web framework, it has influenced many other frameworks. For example, Google App Engine, which came out after that, was heavily influenced by web.py. And so one of the reasons why web.py kind of came out as well, like there was a lot of magic in Django, and he really called it out. And a lot of that work kind of went into improving Django as it today. In 2007, he started a project called Open Library to build a catalog of all books in the world at the Internet Archive. In 2008, he started a project Tor to Web to bring to access Tor websites, onion websites from the web. In 2011, he started a Dead Drop project to anonymously share documents with news organizations. So it's renamed to Secure Drop now, and I think currently maintained by Freedom of the Press Foundation, if I remember correctly. So that's the kind of hacker side of him. But he's also kind of very active activist from the very beginning. So in 2008, he liberated his documents called Pacer, which is the court documents in the US. So one thing in the US is all the government information, anything that's created by the government is in public domain, unlike in India. But these documents were behind a paywall. In the sense, you have to pay them per page to access these documents. So whoever needs to kind of access them, they have kind of pay quite a lot of money to get that, right? So this system was kind of built in the past, where to copy information you have to kind of make a photocopy of the page and pay per page kind of thing. But even after moving to digital, they still continued that. So around 2008, they tried opening up the system to some specific libraries where people can actually access it for free. So Aaron Schwartz actually went there, plugged in a pen drive, wrote a Perl script to kind of copy it, and kept on running it. Later on, he uh, ran it on a EC2 server, and kind of in a span of 2 to 3 weeks, he managed to download entire Pacer database and made it publicly available through Carl Malmer. It's publicresearch.org. So that was kind of activism. Like, he really believed that information has to be free, and took steps, whatever it takes, to kind of make that possible, right? So that's the first time when he actually came the radar of FBI, but they couldn't put any charges, because everything that he did there was there's nothing illegal in doing so. But that really made the data, which was kind of quite locked up for quite many years, into the public domain. It also helped the courts to kind of identify the privacy violations which are there in these documents, and then they helped them to kind of correct all of that. So in 2008, he started a project called watchdog.net. Though this was kind of abandoned later on, the idea was to kind of bring in transparency into elections. So he was trying to kind of see who is funding whom, and getting that information out so that people can actually make better decisions when voting. After a year into building watchdog.net, he realized that transparency alone doesn't really solve the problems. You really have to kind of do more grassroots activism. So in 2009, he abandoned watchdog.net and started Progressive Change Campaign Committee to figure out ways to get progressive candidates into the Congress in the US to start getting changes in the policy in a progressive way. In 2010, he started the Demand Progress, and Demand Progress organization that started this online Stop Online Privacy Act in 2012. So these are some of the things that he has done and as an activist. And during this period, at MIT, he did something which got him into trouble. He tried to download scientific journals from an organization called Joster, and that gave the chance to the government or FBI to kind of put a case on him, and that was too heavy on him. And in 2013, he died by suicide. So he was not a kind of a weak person per se, but I think I'm sure the kind of weight that it put on him might have been quite huge, right? I mean, so I mean, as a person, the kind of stuff he has, software is created, and the kind of movements that is started is something really great, and a lot of people got inspired as we work. And I thought it's a good to start our hackathon remembering him. So November 13 happened to be Aaron Schwartz Day. We didn't plan the hackathon on this day because of this, but it happened to be falling on the same day. So we thought, in memory of Aaron Schwartz, we can kickstart this hackathon. So come join us. Let's make a world a better place. Build something in memory of Aaron Schwartz. So I'm sure you can find more information about Aaron Schwartz just by Googling about him. With that note, I'll hand over the session back to Devdutt.
Is it back? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anand, for introducing us to Aaron Schwartz and talking a bit more about why today is special. And now we have to talk about the rules and the regulations. So I call upon Vishal to speak a bit more about the rules. Vishal?
Yeah, just give me a second. Okay, am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay, just move down. Okay. Folks, if you are on YouTube, just say hi because okay, there is issue. Okay, I think it's audible from the OBS as well. Okay, so hey everyone, thanks Devdutt for the handover, and thanks Anand for talking about iron swords and his work. So I'll quickly jump to the rules and evaluation that will follow while we are live with hackathon and post project. What we will be taking under consideration for the evaluation. Uh, so I'll just start with that. So rules, number one, the code should be open. That is, you have to choose the free and open source, any valid free and open source license, which we can actually share again in the group. And if you have already gone through the rules, you'll find the list of through open source initiative website. Second, the code committed between 8 a.m. today and up to 8 p.m. today will be considered as by jury member to decide the results. We no external API should be used as a core feature of your project. That is, you should not be totally dependent on a third party to be your major feature of your project. Uh, the cash prize, at the discretion of the jury, and will be split among the winners, which again will be at the discretion of jury. Make sure that you upload your final video demo by 8 p.m. tomorrow, which is the end of the hackathon time, and we will try to go through the video, the repository link that you will share with in the project hackathon home that we have dashboard. And we have a set of thread in the FOSS United forum, which will help you to use which if you want to want some tools which can be used to actually prepare your video. We have a forum which we'll share again on the Telegram group. Next, there you should at least ask one time before the hackathon ends for the one round of mentor evaluation of your project, so that we'll have some idea, the mentor will have some idea before the judging starts after the hackathon. We have a Telegram group. If you have not joined yet, make sure that you are joining in the Telegram and posting your question and other announcement that we'll have. You are updated with that. At the same time, we'll be doing announcement through newsletter or through in the group itself, Telegram group itself. Next, I'll quickly also talk about the evaluation again. It should be FOSS license. Your project should be a FOSS license. We'll take care of. We will consider the completeness of the project. If there is just one contribution you are doing or a feature you are adding, that should be complete as well. I mean, so it depends on the completeness level of the contribution you have done. You should at least have some usable and clean user interface. Time frame will be just. If you are using any existing code, make sure that you are mentioning it in the description of your project or the README. We do not entertain plagiarism, so make sure that you are not copying somebody's code and making making us to believe that it's your project only. So make sure if you are using any existing code, you are mentioning in the description. Regarding the mentors, we have lots of mentors in the FOSS Hack public group. So we'll also list them out once after the opening talk. You can actually ask a query in the group and they will reach out to you personally, or we'll connect you with them in case. Okay, that's overview of what the rules in evaluation look like. We'll keep updating with you in the group, and you can always go through the FOSS Hack rules website that we have already shared in the website our web page FOSS Hack. If you have any question at this moment, please ask in the chat box, live chat box that you are watching this. We'll be happy to answer that. Devdutt or Anand, can you look into the... Okay, I'll also go there. If you have any question, okay, yeah. There is a mention talking to mention, yeah. So yes, so if you need any help while you are building a project, yes, if you have any like, so there are few roles of mentor. So one is to help you out once you are building a project. Let's say you are stuck somewhere, so you want some help from the mentor at FOSS Hack. So you can ping in the group. We'll connect you with them, or they'll probably reach out to you. In any case, you are at any point where nobody's like you are stuck somewhere, please, you can ping me personally as well, or you can put in the chat box. That would be like awesome. So anybody will actually try to help you. Okay, and see, like I mentioned, before the hackathon ends, which is 8 p.m. tomorrow, make sure you are actually sharing in the group that you want to evaluate your project once, so that we are updated with what you are building, and that will be easy for us to make sure that will be easy for us to consider like your project as something which is like we have some idea before the hand, before we judge the project. So the idea of evaluation is that we are updated with what all of you are building. Does that answer your question, Ankit? Let me know if you have still any issue, and if you still have any further doubts on that, you can ping us on Telegram. Yeah, any other questions from the audience? If there are no questions, we'll end this opening note session. Okay, yeah, thanks. So yeah, if still you have any other question, you're always free to put that in the Telegram group. Yeah, this is my part, Devdutt. Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. So happy hacking.
So yeah. Anand, do you have anything else to say, to add? You are on mute.
Yep. Let's build something together.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Hope to
Thank
see
you.
some wonderful projects coming by end of tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah. See you all on the Telegram group.
Yeah.
Bye.
So bye bye.